Do you guys love it as much as I do when I get to put my heat and my air conditioner on both in the same week? Isn't that so fun? Friends, hello! Welcome back to Amethyst Craftworks. I'm Samantha. And how are ya? I hope you're doing good today. I'm cold. It went from like 85, lots of sun last week to cold again this week, which I'm not necessarily complaining about because then I get to still get some use out of my hoodies and my hats and all that stuff. So I'm not exactly complaining. But it kind of wreaks havoc on your sinuses and your like mental state and everything. But it is what it is, right? It's fine. We're dealing with it. We're staying warm, and I've got a Movie Marquee challenge update for you today. I also feel like these last few videos, I've done an invisible cheers to you, but not today. Mm-mm. Oh, not today. Today, I've got in my Cruella mug, I have the Brutalities black tea #1, the typo negative tea. I've got it here with some milk. A little too much milk. It's a little too milky than I usually make it, but man, it is delicious. Let me just set it down. In case you were curious, I don't think I mentioned after my haul what I thought of at least the typo tea. It is delicious. It is coffee beans and tea and like kind of chocolate and vanilla flavors. It's excellent. I'm 100% pleased with the fact that I got the big tin instead of just the sample pack, because this tea would have been long gone if I got just the small packets, you know. I'm very glad that I had the forethought to get the big tin, because now I can enjoy it, you know, in April, right? But today, I've got a Movie Marquee update for you. As I said, we've got the project bag, and I've got all my things ready to go to show you. In the last Movie Marquee challenge update, I was a little scatterbrained, a little discombobulated, which is not that different than I am usually, right? But I was a little confused. I thought last week, or the last update was update 3. No, this is update number 3. We are almost at the end of April, and I believe this is going to be the last update before May, before Bella picks in May, and so on. And so this is going to be my roundup, and it works out pretty good because I have finished all my squares. And so, if you've never joined us for the Movie Marquee, if this is the first time you were tuning in for one of these videos, I myself, along with the aforementioned Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts and Heather, the Crochet Witch, the 3 of us are tag team in the Movie Marquee Challenge this year. We're trading off picking movies, and in that month, with that movie, you're going to be working from the colors in the poster. We, of course, are working from the colors in the poster too, and this month was Heather's pick, and she picked, over here, 10 Things I Hate About You. And so I've got my roundup for my 6 granny squares and my appliques, which is my sort of ongoing monthly project for the year, where I'm making 6 granny squares each month based on the movie's poster, one of which is getting some appliques on it, and all of them are going to be turned into a fun and funky, real fun and real funky granny square cardigan at the end of the year, right? And I think that catches you up on everything. And so let me show you my stuff. Hold on. Okay, I've got a pile of granny squares here on my lap. The first thing, Cruella's sitting in my usual set and stuff spot. Well, that's okay. Anyway, the last update I showed you a couple of the granny squares that I had completed. And one of you lovelies actually gave me a fantastic suggestion for this specific square. Because I said I liked the colors. I liked what the colors represented, but I didn't necessarily love them together. And so I got the suggestion to do it backwards. Like to start with the navy, like end in the navy here, start with it here, and then work my way out to the... What color is this called? I have used this color in pretty much every month. Toffee. Oh my goodness, it's called Toffee. Big Twist Value Toffee. I have used this in like every single Movie Marquee month, just about. Anyway, to start with the navy and then do the colors in the opposite way. And I think I like this one a bit better. I don't know. What say you? I do have both of them. I wove in all the ends except for, again, the last tail, which I always leave so I can very easily spot which one is, which side is the back and which side is the front. I think I might keep them though. Oh, I just flung it. Hold on. What the heckin'? I just frisbeed my granny square. I almost did it again. Anyway, I keep interrupting myself, but I think I was saying I might keep them both, see which one looks better with the rest of the squares around it, you know? And if 10 Things I Hate About You has 7 squares instead of 6, hopefully you guys won't tattle on me, right? If I have one more extra for this month, because yeah, I can't decide which one I like better. This one grew on me for sure, but I think I like this one better. But this one's all completed, all woven in, so it seems a shame to frog it. I don't know. But they're done, so there's those. And the one that's like more like the title of the movie. There's that one. Then I did this one, which is these same sort of colors, except this one doesn't have the white. And instead, I used the olive green that is in this square. The color for... I don't know how you pronounce her name. Why didn't I think of to like look it up before I started videoing? Larissa Olenek. Maybe that's right. That's how it's spelled. But her character shirt, if the movie poster isn't still over there, I'll put it back up because her shirt is this olive color. And I thought it looked pretty good with the brighter green and this like purpley pinky color that's again in the title of the movie in the middle, you know. I really like this combo. And I really like this combo too. So I wanted another one. You know, I like it. I like this one a whole lot. Then I did this one. This is red and gray for Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger. This is all them. Just the two of them, their shirt colors, the colors that I picked out of the poster to represent them. So the gray for Heath Ledger and the red for Julia Stiles. I just put them all together in one. I like this one a lot. Gray and red. I mean, if you have seen my up there, over there in the corner, Stitch and Scream blanket, then you know I'm a fan of gray and red. So I like this one a lot, and I like this idea. So much so that I did it again in the last square that I made. So this one is, again, Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger. And then the variegated and the white and the variegated. These represent the scene that my applique is based on. It's the paintball scene where they are like cute and flirty and throw paintballs at one another and like fall in love, you know. Spoiler, sorry. But it's such a cute scene. And I loved this yarn. I wanted to use this variegated yarn in something else other than my applique. And I thought this was a really fun one. It's going to stand out because there's only, so far, there's only one other square that has a variegated yarn in it. And that's my square for me. So it's going to stand out no matter where this square ends up. And I thought it looked pretty good together. It kind of tells a story, right? And that story is paintball, right? So these are my appliques. It always gets a little bit wonky, a little bit wavy. I'm hoping that when it's all sewn in with the other ones that it sort of evens itself out a little bit, you know. But these are, can try to show it up to you a bit better. What is the best way? Maybe like that. There, you can kind of see it, except I'm like, my arm is up above my forehead. These are free-handed paint splats, essentially, that I made with a Red Heart with Love that Heather sent to me. The color is called Fruit Punch. This, like, rainbowy kind of variegated colorway really looked like sort of splats of paint, you know? Multicolored splats of paint, which is what happens in that scene. And I made one... No, I made more than one. I made two large sort of splats, and then some smaller ones that are just like splatter, you know? Like the little droplets that come off when you splat paint, right? And they're all sewn on. It's all on there. And I honestly think it looks pretty good. I think it sort of reads what I was going for. Maybe you can kind of tell. Or maybe you're like, wow, what fun aliens you made on your on your white square for your cardigan. Who doesn't love aliens on their cardigan? Well, I wouldn't mind aliens, let's be real. But that's not what they are, right? I think they turned out pretty good, though, especially since I free-handed them. And yeah, they match here pretty good, although these are not going to be anywhere near each other. This is going to be on the front of my cardigan, and this, it's going to be somewhere on the back, on the shoulder, on the arms. What is that? Sleeves. That's the word, sleeve. Somewhere, it's going to be somewhere else on the cardigan, but it looks good together, right? I like the other ones that I have made quite a bit. This collection of squares that I made this month, they are pretty fun. I do like them. These two, to be perfectly honest, I think I might just keep both. If I need an extra square, I've got an extra square, one of these. If I don't, then you know what? I will make something with extras from the Movie Marquee. Maybe a scarf or a cowl, depending on how many I have. A hat. I could put a hood on it if I have, if 6 a month, so 5. Like these 5 without the appliques. If this ends up being way too many and I have a whole bunch left, I can make a hood. I'm gonna have pockets on it already, but maybe I could put a secret inside pocket, which I'm very good at doing by accident. Make a matching scarf, make a matching cowl, do something with the extras. These will not go to waste. I will absolutely use them for something matching or to go along with the cardigan, you know? Make a beanie, a something. I will do something with them. But for now, all of these are done. That is a check for the month of April. it. I enjoyed myself this month. I liked it. I like this little stack of squares that I have made this month. What did you guys do? Did you have fun with this movie? These colors? What colors did you pick? Leave me a comment and let me know. If you picked your own movie, what movie did you pick? I know there's a couple of you out there that are doing that, so what movie did you get? If you want to join in as well, and you have a Facebook account, there is a link down below to Heather's Facebook group. The three of us, me, Bella, and Heather, of course, Heather. It's Heather's Facebook group, so she better be there, but she's there. All three of us are there. I love seeing the projects every month. I comment and like, as many as I can, as many as I see. I have loved pretty much everything that I have seen. Let me just say, you guys are so talented. You make a girl feel inadequate, right? Like bags and like a placemat or a doily for the table, which was absolutely stunningly beautiful, and blankets, and just you guys are awesome. And I love seeing them, so if you want to join in, that'll be linked below. As well as Heather and Bella will also be linked below in case you're unfamiliar with them. Although, if you're here on my channel, I can't imagine you don't know Bella and Heather already. And the playlist as well to all the Movie Marquee adventures that we've been having. It's all down there. As well as a link to Heather's tutorial for her solid granny squares, which is what I'm using for all my squares every month. And why do I feel out of breath? I feel like I was talking there a mile a minute really quickly. So, with that said, I'm going to put these over here because there's a lot of white there, and I don't want to drop tea on it as I take one last farewell sip. From my Cruella mug, because I am just gonna let you go now. I got nothing else to say, so I will leave you to your own devices. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up, and thank you as well for subscribing today. We are so close to 400 subscribers, so if you haven't joined us, we are a fun group, and we would love to have you. And so until I've got another video, another Movie Marquee update, maybe in the beginning of May already, which also blows my mind, I am just going to let you go. Thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.